The disassembly of a Seecamp pistol, be it a LWS 25, 32 or 380, disassembly all works the same way. I'm going to start with a fully unloaded firearm. Pull the slided rear, check that chamber, pull the magazine, ensure that the firearm is unloaded. Start with some good accessories, a dummy round. An empty round would work just as well as long as we don't use a full round. Good quality 3/32 inch punch. Need something substantial. Paper clip in this case probably wouldn't cut it. Screwdriver and a little hammer. Gonna start by inserting that dummy round. I have the magazine inserted. Pull the slide to the rear, putting the dummy round right behind the chamber. Left side of the firearm upward, exposing the hole in the slide. Place the 3/32 inch punch into the hole. Now to press on that plunger, you can feel the pressure. I'm overemphasizing the amount of pressure I'm pushing upward away from the grips, but that slide right now has been detached from the frame. I'm going to lift upward and push forward. I'm going to let the dummy round fall out, and that's how easy it is to take the slide off. Recoil spring comes out. You can notice that the double edge, the double end, the double sided is going to go into that pistol first. We'll talk more about that on reassemble. Don't need that anymore. Take the left sided grip off. Unscrew it. Lift it up. That exposes the left side of the pistol. This is the trigger bar. I'm sorry, this is the side plate. Notice that it's straight. On the 380 has a little dimple. That's normal on the 380. This hole is perfectly round. Sometimes it looks oval when the firearm's assembled. It's because it sits on this stud right here. The stud does have a groove in it. The groove belongs there. It's not worn out. That helps lock that side plate onto the pistol. Here's the trigger bar spring, the trigger bar. Note how it looks. It should be cantered up like that a little bit. That grip holds it down in place. We can take that trigger bar out. Very simple. Unhook it from the back end, swing it around, pull that right out. There's the trigger bar spring, little tail with a 90-degree there, coil, a little piece here that comes off. They all have a place in the Seecamp pistol. This is the trigger bar, little hole in the rear. This is where that 90-degree spring goes into. And then the front on the magazine safety, that coil goes right over this, slides around. There's a little groove. That little piece fits right in the groove. Take this magazine out, pull the trigger out. Trigger, if it has a little bit of side play, that's perfectly normal. Put that to the side. Take the other grip off. Take the magazine catch out. Pins go from left to right. Drift that out. Out comes the spring and the plunger, the pin, the magazine catch, and left to right on the pin for the hammer. And let the hammer fall right into the magazine well and come out. There's no need to take the hammer strut out at this point. Roll pinned in. And if you don't have a problem with it, there's no need to take that apart any farther. Here's the innards of the Seecamp pistol. I don't know if you can see a little groove here where that side plate fits in on that stud. Here's the plunger that we wanted to press through the little hole in the slide. And if I can pick this up, and hopefully you can see a little groove in the slide where that plunger rides in. Don't want to over lubricate this or the plunger. The Could be a chance for that to hydroplane, and this plunger wouldn't sit in there properly, so lightly lubricate that. Time for reassembly. Everything is done basically in reverse. And we're going to slide the hammer in, get the strut in there, take the roll pin, slide that in. Want to leave a little bit of roll pin on either side so the grips sit in there. Take the plunger and the spring. Want to make sure that that strut fits on there. Take the magazine catch, slide that up, line up the hole, and I'm going to have to use the hammer here. Get that right in. Okay, I can check this, give it a good visual. Okay, next we can begin by putting the trigger in, magazine safety. It only goes in one way. Trigger bar, I'm going to make sure that loops around the back of that hammer okay. Trigger bar spring, start around there, get that groove in. Behind that magazine safety, then the other piece goes right in this hole, just like that. Our side plate, remember the little groove there, goes on just like so. That's that. Take our right side grip, line that up, pop that on, left side grip, screw. Don't want to over tighten the screw when we put these grips on. Snug is good. Nice and snug. Just like so. Remember the orientation of the recoil spring. Double side goes in first, right in that groove. Just like so. Can line, slide up, capture that spring, backward, press down, put the magazine in, function test, and that's it. That's fully disassembled, assembled. Doesn't take much. Obviously when you have it apart you clean it. Doesn't need a whole lot of cleaning. Get the dust out, a little bit of lubrication. We use the E-Sox and some Miltech. That's it.